Picking a trustee for your trust can be one of the most important decisions you can ever make. Hi, I'm attorney Michael Potter, and in this segment, we're going to look at what a trustee is, what their role and function is, and how you should best select the trustee of your trust. Now, who are the players associated with the trust? Well, there are basically three categories of players. And let's begin with you. Typically, you are the grantor or founder of the trust. Then there are the beneficiaries, the persons who receive the benefit of the trust. And then there is the most important person in terms of making sure things happen, and that is the trustee. The person who is selected to administer the property, oversee its investments, make sure that it retains its safety, and eventually make distributions to the persons that you have designated as the beneficiaries. Let's start by talking about exactly what is a trustee. When you establish a trust and set it up, it's your instructions that are going to be imperative to be followed. And that's why when you select a trustee, the trustee's job is to fulfill your wishes and to make sure that everything you want happens exactly like you want. The assets go to the people that you desire, that the assets are protected and wisely invested while they're being held, and that they be distributed fully in accordance with your wishes. That is what the trustee does. Now, because the trustee has such an important role to play, it's imperative that you select someone who has the personal honor and integrity to follow the instructions of the trust. Next, you need someone who is going to probably outlive you, because that trust is probably going to be set up so that following your death, the distributions are made to the beneficiaries either all at once or gradually over a period of time. So having someone who's likely to outlive you is also just as important as picking someone who has the right integrity. Now, whomever you pick as your first choice, it might be a good idea to pick out a second choice and a third choice as trustee. That way, if something happens to the first choice, the second choice can step into their shoes and fulfill your instructions just like you wanted. Now, for my clients, I almost always recommend that they have a primary, a secondary, and a third choice to step into the shoes of one another if something should happen. It certainly can be a member of your family, but it could just as easily be someone else that you have faith in. Maybe a lifelong friend, your best friend who you've known for many years. That might make a good choice. They're not going to be involved in the trust in terms of being a beneficiary, and they have no axe to grind. They're there to follow your wishes. So a best friend might very well be your best choice as trustee. Whether your estate planning was done by my office or another law firm, one of the services that we offer at no charge, I might add, is the service of what's called a Trustees Briefing. That is, we talk to your trustee either in person or by phone, or if you like, by video conference, and we walk them through exactly what their responsibilities are in a way that will make them feel comfortable and knowledgeable as to what's expected of them. And we find this service to be so valuable because many trustees, frankly, they're not quite sure what they're supposed to do. They're honored by the fact that you've selected them as trustee, but they don't know exactly what to do. So our trustees briefing walks them through that. We also provide them with a checklist of exactly what they're supposed to do, and we use that as the basis of our discussion in the trustees briefing. So if you'd like to take advantage of that, get in touch with me, and we'll be glad to send that along to your trustees and to set up a trustees briefing so they feel comfortable and you feel comfortable with exactly what they're supposed to do. Well, as usual, I've given you a lot to think about here, things that are very important, and I'm sure you may have questions. So if you do, feel free to get in touch with us. We provide the trustees briefing at no charge, and we'll be glad to help you brief your trustees so that they know what to do when the time comes. I'm attorney Michael Potter, and I look forward to hearing from you.